This is a really simple cake recipe that I love to have most days. I eat this quite often, actually. But it's awesome, and the Earl Grey adds kind of a really nice, subtle, new flavor to the cake that you're not quite used to. So to get started, I have already steeped my milk with a bunch of Earl Grey tea bags. I want about a cup of milk at the end of the day, so you may have to start with a little bit more. And I like to then just give these a squeeze, because it kind of feels nice. These have been steeping for about 10 minutes. I wanted it to be really strong. And we have got ourselves a cup of very strong tea. Do you like my outfit today? I want it to look like I look like an Earl Grey tea bag. In a big bowl, I'm doing my sugar and butter and the vanilla. So let's get this all creamed together. Perfect. Next thing that goes in is 1 egg at a time, so I've got 3 total. Give it a little whisk. This just ensures that everything is fully incorporated. To be quite honest, you could probably add all 3 at once. I just figured we were doing Earl Grey, it's kind of fancy, I should probably follow a correct recipe. I don't normally care. But today I do. Okay, so I want to go in with a little bit of lemon zest because I always find that Earl Grey tea has kind of a lemony bite to it, so we're going to add to that with about a teaspoon. And then let's fold in the flour and the baking powder. Wish I was like Kate Middleton. I feel like she's going to tea parties like every other day. Just having lovely little cakes. All right, everything is pretty much combined. Let's add in the milk. Look at that color. Beautiful. And mix it up. Whoa! Calm down, bud. Oh, and it tastes nice. Okay, I've got a prepared pan here. It's just been lightly greased, and I'm going to pour my batter in it. Just flatten it out a little bit. Bring it to all the sides. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to tap it on the bench to get rid of too many air bubbles. And this is ready to bake. So it's gonna bake, then we're gonna let it cool for a little bit in the tin, then turn it out onto a wire rack, and I'm gonna get the icing ready. So in a bowl, this is heat proof. I'm gonna put it over my double boiler. I'm going to add some butter and some really strong steeped Earl Grey tea. Give that a mix. Okay, so this is coming together. You might need a little bit more tea. I kind of like that consistency, but you know what? Because it dries really quickly and I've still got to cut the cake, I'm gonna make it a little bit thinner than this even. And now I wanna dye it a color. Now this is totally optional, but when I think of Earl Grey, I think of light kind of pastel purple. I've got a little bit of purple food coloring. I'm gonna start with just a drop because I have no idea how intense this is. All right, this is coming off the heat. Let's bring this all together. So I'm gonna cut these cakes into little adorable ones. God, that's fulfilling. I could be a cake cutter in another life, I think. Is that a job? Is that an occupation that people have? Look at that. It just smells like Earl Grey. It smells so good. So I'm then gonna take these little squares and I'm gonna cut off the top because I want them to be flat. So you don't have to do too much. That goes there. So then do the rest of them like that. Okay, so those are all ready. Now I want to take some of my icing, and with a spoon, I want to spoon it over top. Of course, I've got parchment paper underneath. I should have told you that before, to catch any of the delicious drips. There it is. I'm gonna have a bite. Tea party for one. Oh, I could do this every day. Every day. I don't think I know what is actually takes place at a tea party. In my mind, there's a lot of gossiping. You usually do it right after you do a ton of shopping. You just get drunk on tea. I love this though. You gotta try it out.